father do for a living?
Wolfgang, my father, he was this tailor. He was a tailor. You know what a tailor is? A tailor makes clothes, mostly men's clothes, like suits. He makes suits, and he makes coats, and he makes women's suits, and mostly warm clothes, like for winter time. That's what he did. He was very good at it. So when I was your age, that's what my dad was doing.
Okay.
Sometimes he was so busy he couldn't even come home. He just worked day and night and day and night.
He's waiting for the nod, Mom.
What? Did your mother work outside of the home?
Oh yeah, she worked outside the house. She had a garden, and she was planting seeds, and she was digging and in the earth and putting plants in it and seeds in it and watering it. And then when it was grown up, she would pick it, vegetables and herbs, and bring it home and we would eat it. That's what she was doing outside the home. And a lot of shopping for a lot of people. She did a lot of shopping.
What were family meals like, and how were they compared?
What were family rules?
Meals.
Oh, meals. Oh. Well, one of the most important things that our meal had in Germany is like almost every meal we ate potatoes. That was potatoes, and we would eat that with in the soup. We would eat potatoes, mashed potatoes. We would eat scrambled potatoes. And we would make gombots, like dough and flour together, and there was a plum inside. And it was the most delicious food. And that was mostly what we ate. It's potatoes and a little bit of meat, because meat was very expensive. So we just would have meat not every day, maybe once a week.
And you ate like vegetables too?
Lots of vegetables. Potato is vegetables. Lots of vegetables, especially cabbage and sauerkraut.
Did Uma plant the potatoes you ate?
Yeah, Oma planted potatoes and onions and garlic. Yeah.
How did you get to school?
I walked. It was like 2 blocks away from our house. So I just walked right to school.
Well, that's just like Kyle, huh?
Yeah, just 2 blocks. It was very short when I was 7 years old.
What was your favorite subject?
Well, at that time we didn't have different subjects. We just, I think playing the playground. That was my subject.
No, in school, Mom. Would you have rather done math or reading?
Reading, probably. Math. I don't even remember.
What was your favorite book?
Favorite book? Oh, my favorite book was always the beginning of the year. Yes. At the beginning of the year, we would get a reader with stories. And I loved to get the reader. Every year we got one book. It was the reader. And he told us stories. That was my favorite book. A storybook with pictures. Yeah.
What happened if you misbehaved at school?
Oh, the teacher had a stick, a skinny long stick. She'd say, stick out your hand, and he or she would just whack it with the stick. And sometimes your hand would get really red and sometimes swollen. Really, they hit you really hard at school when I was your age. Yeah, in Germany.
What do you think about that, Luke?
I would not like that.
So
I'd rather get a spanking from my dad.
yeah. Yeah, that was hard.
I
Okay.
bet the children weren't bad in the classes, though.
Yeah.
Go on, next question.
What did you do after school?
After school, most of the time, we were going around in the neighborhood, and we were not going straight home because we like to explore things. But what I should have done is go straight home and see my mom and everybody and then go out. We did that too. We did that too. But we were so close to home, we were glad to be out of the house. Okay?
You would go exploring and run around.
Yeah.
Where would you explore?
Oh, there were ruins. We explored ruins. Helga and I would explore ruins.
What's running about?
What's a ruin? It's like a house that just broke together from an airplane crash or something. It was after the war, and there were many buildings that were broken down. And between our
You imagine a house made out of rocks, Luke, and then it was broken
bricks,
down, and then
bricks, yeah.
they had just left big walls of rocks and stuff where the kids would play. Isn't that an interesting playground?
Yeah.
It was my parents. did
Kind of
not-
like Minecraft.
Yeah, well, my parents didn't like that. Opa didn't like that because it was dangerous. They were like metal, like pointy metal, dangerous glass, broken glass, and things like that. And they didn't want us to go into the ruins at all. But we always thought it was very interesting. It was like exploring caves and things like that, and discovering things.
And some broken things that you really liked, did you keep them?
I really liked when we found some blue glass. It was like blue, like cobalt blue. It was, we looked through it and it was like really pretty glass. I remember collecting that glass. That was like a treasure hunt for us. Yeah.
So do you know who she's talking about, Luke? She said she would go there with Helga, and they would do that. Who is Helga? Why don't you ask her that?
Who was Helga?
Helga was my sister, and we were very close. We were friends. You know how close you are with your sister?
Yeah.
We were close like that with my sister, and we liked.
When you were 7 years old, how old was she?
Oh, she was a lot younger. Yeah, it was probably a little bit later when I was 7, and she was 4. Yeah.
So that you're talking about later on is when you went
Later
to do
on.
the exploring.
Yeah, later on. We only lived there a couple of years, like 2 years maybe the most. So she was 4 or 5. Yeah, she was like 4 or 5 sometime before we moved from there.
What was your favorite toy?
We didn't have toys then. We did not have any toys, not one toy that I can remember.
Like, if there's no toys?
I think maybe
If there's no toys, then something that you liked to play with.
like jump rope, like a rope. I think that was a favorite thing. And I remember we got a ball. Helga got a ball like this. It's like a rubber ball, and it was blue.
Yeah.
And I got a ball like that, and it was red. That was our favorite, because that's the only toy we had. We had this ball, and we played with the ball on the sidewalk, and everyone played around with the balls. Yeah, that was a ball we had for many years. One ball we had for many years.
And then what happened to the other one?
I think eventually they popped. I think that's what happened eventually.
Where did your family go on vacation?
Vacation? We didn't have vacation. We don't know what vacation was. Never went on vacation.
Then what was your favorite thing that you like to,
Do with your family?
yeah.
we used to go climb a mountain because all around our city there were mountains, and we loved climbing the mountain and collecting flowers. That was the wildflowers, and we would collect them. And just in the fields, we would collect flowers, and we get so many flowers that we couldn't even hold it anymore. And sometimes they would be getting tired, the flowers, and their heads would hang. So then we would drop those flowers and pick new ones, fresh ones. We just picked and picked flowers.
Okay, the last one. What are some other ways in which you think your life was the same or different from mine growing up?
What can I think was different? Well, one of the things that at that time was that I think it was safer, like the neighborhoods were safer, and little children, 7, 8 years old, could climb the mountain by themselves. Well, not a high mountain, but a hill, and go see the cows, and that was probably these days now you cannot go alone because it's always scary. You have to be.
I just want to tell you, I accidentally read that page. We still have another page.
No way. Another page? But
Yeah, that's supposed to be the beginning, and the one we just did was supposed to be the last, but I guess we did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see that.
I know you.
Okay, let's pause for 1 second.